Addy had been dealing with incessant banging inside his house for weeks, harsh sounds that ruined his sleep and made every little creak seem like a threat. Night after night, the paranormal activity seemed to intensify, and the unsettling noises began to wear him down. On this particular night, he finally had enough of it all, decided to get out of bed and confront whatever was causing it. The video begins with him leaving his room and following the loud banging noises echoing down the hallway. He quickly traced the noise to the bathroom door. Something behind it was violently banging against the wood. With his heart racing, he flung the door open only to find the room empty. He turned on the light to check, but nothing was out of place. Just as he was starting to calm down, a loud bang came from the kitchen, as if something had fallen to the floor. He ran over and found something new on the floor. Moments earlier, breathing heavily, he recorded everything, clearly very shaken. Later, he admitted that he didn't know how much longer he could stay in that place. The next night, he set out to capture clear evidence of the haunting. Addy set up a camera while he tried to sleep. Around 2 a.m., the banging started again, repeating the same relentless rhythm. But this time, the camera recorded something new: the distant sound of a cat meowing. Seconds later, the cat entered the frame, but the banging continued near the bathroom door, as if a ghost or a demonic entity was walking behind her. The banging echoed in the hallway, while the cat remained still, staring intently. When Addy reviewed the recording the next morning, he admitted the mix of meows and banging was deeply disturbing, as if the noises were reacting to each other. Looking for stronger evidence, he set up a camera downstairs before leaving for work, leaving the television on at low volume to attract whatever was lurking in the house. When he came back and checked the recording, what he found chilled him to the bone. In broad daylight, when no one was home, a dark, shadowy figure ran across the living room, moving from one corner to another. It happened quickly, almost like a blur. Moments later, the rug that was folded behind the couch was yanked out and landed perfectly on the cushions, followed by a closet door that slowly opened by itself. A few seconds later, something fell off the kitchen counter, out of the camera's view, crashing loudly. Watching the footage, Addy admitted it was the clearest supernatural activity he had ever captured. The fact that it all happened while he wasn't home made it even more unsettling, as if the entity was becoming more confident. He later confessed that he wasn't sure if he wanted to keep recording, because the more evidence he got, the more aggressive everything became. In this next video, a group of students from Felix Memorial National High School in the Philippines were practicing their stunts for the cheerleading team. Suddenly, one of the girls, named Johanna, seemed to notice something chilling at the back of the room. It's said that this school is haunted, and even the teachers usually play prayer music at certain times of the day. A student reportedly took her life there, and the teachers always warned the students not to go near the back of the building because very strange things happened while they were recording their practice. Did they catch this?
Thanks for watching the video. Goodbye.
Subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe and turn on notifications.
Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. This clip begins with the sound of heavy, nervous breathing. A man records from his bed with the phone shaking slightly as he holds it. From downstairs, a woman's voice calls him repeatedly, each time sounding sharper and more demanding. Thank you. Thank you.
What the?
Alexa, activate.
All the lights.
I couldn't find it. Thank you.
Alexa.
Suddenly.
You hear a door open and close somewhere in the house. The man just freezes. He knows for sure that there shouldn't be anyone else in his home. The video then jumps to the downstairs security camera, which shows a door in the hallway opening by itself before slowly closing. Once again, the woman's voice goes silent, replaced by something even more disturbing. A faint, unsettling melody that seems to come from a child's toy. The man's phone trembles as he frantically scans his dark room, with the soft melody repeating over and over in the silence. She stays silent, only recording the children's song on repeat, until the video ends abruptly, leaving viewers wondering if the voice calling him from below was ever human. The next scene reveals Ali's prayer rug. He begins to explain in a low, uneasy voice that the strange incident happened while he was praying. That same dollhouse melody from before. Has it come back? Now? The sound comes from a small music box on a shelf.
Guys, I was just praying and the music box just started playing by itself. Can you do that again? Nope, nope.
Nights, Eric forces himself to investigate.
Well, chill, I scream. That's the train you hear, right? Doesn't it spread? So, really, why should I wake him up, right? Look, I'm going to get on my bike. Ready?
But again, he doesn't find anything at all. There's no source for the amazing sounds, no person, no trick of the light, just that same oppressive silence. Confused and uneasy, he returns to the stairs. No.
I'm not going to let anything happen to him. There's no noise.
But again, he finds nothing. No source of the sounds, no people, no tricks of light, just the same oppressive, uneasy silence. He goes back upstairs. Moments later, a sudden and violent crash echoes through the house, pushing him to check one last time, and he records what happens next.
Right? Right. Eternity moment on top. Let me see, let me check. Let's start with problems. Right? How come I don't even open it anymore?
A dark, shadowy figure seems to be standing in his kitchen, as if watching him from a distance. By the way he reacts, it seems that Eric also saw the supernatural presence in real time. He quickly retreats toward the stairs, clearly affected. This demonic entity has been tormenting him for countless nights, and no one knows if Eric plans to fight back or escape from this spell forever.
Dude, are you okay? He quickly reacts.
A man was staying alone with his girlfriend in a cabin in the Sierra del Tigre in Jalisco, Mexico, a place known for its rental cabins. Around 4 in the morning, something outside woke them up. He heard loud banging outside the cabin. Then the television turned on by itself. The next night he woke up again, but this time he heard this. A disturbing scream echoed through the forest. According to the story, in the past a tragic event happened in one of these cabins. It was a place where a woman was isolated and died. That cabin in particular was abandoned, but since then guests in the nearby cabins have reported hearing chilling screams from a woman during the early hours of the morning. He's not the only one who hears them. Others who've stayed there have had the same experience. His loud scream even startled his dog. a totally different night. A woman named Annie was staying at the same cabins with her family when they caught something truly chilling. Watch closely.
Watch! Attention. Watch. Attention.
Watch.
Watch attentively, watch with...
Watch with...
Watch.
Watch! Pay close attention, watch with... Watch closely, watch with... Pay attention.
Some people thought it was a balloon, but the way it moved was too strange. It didn't look like a simple balloon. It was as if it was leaning to peek out from behind the tree. It resembles a pale, sinister face hidden in the forest, watching them. Sometime later, a girl named Valeria decided to spend the night in the same cabins with her boyfriend and witnessed this.
It was already a pretty cool day. This place is beautiful.
It's really nice, you know?
Look at all this. The forest.
What's up?
I don't know. Wasn't that you there on the floor?
No, man, no.
Wasn't it a squirrel or something? Yeah, it was something really weird. Don't drag me into this.
But no?
There's no one.
No way.
No, that's enough. Get in, get in. What else can we do? We've already gone pretty deep into the forest here. Look. Floor. Oh, something rolled over there.
Did it?
See it? Oh, no, it's not, no way.
Let's go.
Damn it.
A strange sound coming from the forest caught his attention. When she went to investigate, Valeria saw something move quickly in the dark. The fright was so great that they both ran back to the safety of their cabin. Many people seem to be experiencing strange events in the cabins of Mazamila. But, as always, I would like to know, what do you think about it? This boy always had the unsettling feeling that something was watching him while he tried to sleep. He insisted that a shadowy figure appeared in his room every night, motionless in the darkness. But, like most parents, his mother and father dismissed it as nightmares, or maybe an overactive imagination telling him to relax and go back to sleep. After weeks of reporting the same ghostly presence, his mother finally agreed to let him keep his phone by the bed so he could prove it. That decision let him capture the horrifying images that follow.
Right?
The boy begins by holding his hand near his face, trying to focus on it. According to him, every time the supernatural entity is near, his vision becomes blurry and a wave of dizziness hits him hard. So he focuses on his hand to keep himself grounded. But here's the most disturbing twist. While his eyes struggle to focus, the phone records everything with perfect clarity. He slowly turns the camera to the door and catches it. A shadowy figure, tall and unsettling, stands by the door, perfectly still, as if waiting for him to notice. The boy panics, calls for his mother, and by the time she rushes into the room, the figure is gone. But this time he has undeniable proof. Blurred vision and dizziness are common symptoms reported during paranormal activity, often related to electromagnetic fluctuations or a demonic presence affecting the body. The dark mass in the video fits the description of a classic shadow person. Entities that appear as solid figures before fading away at the moment when someone reacts. For weeks, his parents dismissed it as mere imagination, but now they can't deny the truth. The nightmare was real, and whatever was watching him wasn't just a dream. The question no one wants to answer is, what has this shadow been waiting for? A man and a woman decided to investigate an abandoned farm known by the locals for its intense paranormal activity and terrifying stories. They weren't casual enthusiasts. They arrived with full equipment, ready to document any supernatural event they might encounter. According to the description, this wasn't their first visit. They had returned with a new camera they had recently bought. They admitted that they hadn't figured out all the settings yet, but they promised that the next videos would have clearer images, night vision, and better evidence of all the haunting.
Let's go.
Put this here.
All right.
As they positioned themselves in front of the camera to record, something terrifying happened. For just a fraction of a second, a shadowy entity appeared in the window behind them before instantly disappearing.
Come on, you can see it clearly. Let's see, you can see it clearly.
It happened so fast that a lot of people don't notice it at first, but when the clip is slowed down, you can clearly make out the shape of a ghostly figure. The fact that none of them realized what was happening right behind them made the scene even more unsettling. And with the promise of clearer footage in their upcoming investigations, this encounter was just the beginning of what could be a series. Deeply terrifying. Josh stopped at a small roadside restaurant to grab a quick bite, and after eating, he headed to the bathroom. At first, nothing seemed strange. It was a quiet, dimly lit space, with only the muffled noise of the kitchen filtering through the walls. After finishing, he washed his hands and was getting ready to leave when a sudden chill ran down his spine. The unsettling sense that someone unseen stood behind him. Moments later, one of the sink faucets turned on by itself. The water ran for a few moments before stopping again. Surprised and obviously curious, Josh took out his phone to record, slowly scanning the empty bathroom as he looked for any sign of paranormal activity.
Jesus Christ. Thank you.
For a short time, nothing happened. Just the constant hum of the fan and the sound of Josh moving across the tiled floor. Then, without warning, the faucet turned on again forcefully, spraying water into the sink before shutting itself off. That was all Josh needed to see. He grabbed his things, opened the door, and hurried out of that bathroom. He thought it was better to wait until he was home than to risk another supernatural encounter with whatever ghost or entity was there. A man named Ray decided to spend the night in one of the most haunted hotels in Texas, a place rumored to be filled with dark, supernatural energy. He rented the room that everyone avoids, the one filled with porcelain dolls that seem to follow you with their lifeless eyes no matter where you stand. As he scanned the room, one doll in particular caught his attention. It was sitting on top of a small antique toy vehicle, as if someone had tried to make a strange display. The doll moved slightly, and he started recording, capturing what happened. He still can't believe it.
This doll moved.
This doll moved.
This doll moved.
The doll's head slowly turned until its cold glass eyes fixed directly on him, as if they recognized his presence. The movement was small, but undeniably real, and the doll's face looked eerily human, too detailed for an ordinary toy. Ray said he couldn't stay there. After that moment, the silence became dense, heavy, almost alive, and even through the camera. The doll's expression seemed aware, as if it knew exactly what it had done. On October 30th, a group of friends was chatting calmly in front of their house when the doorbell camera captured something strange that left them completely disturbed.
So here we go, don't worry, you don't have to lose me.
Don't worry. Worry.
A disturbing whisper was heard right behind the girl, which made them run back into the house. Seconds later, another whisper told them, "Close the door." The group got really scared because when I looked, I didn't see anyone behind them at all. It was as if the voice came out of nowhere. What do you think? While exploring an abandoned boarding school, this man was warned that something strange was happening inside. Several people specifically warned him about the third-floor balcony, so he went up to see it for himself. What he experienced there nearly stopped his heart.
The truth is, it's really disgusting, guys. Even so, it never existed. I loved it. I gave up. I loved it. That's the nastiest girl. This is the third floor balcony. The third floor balcony on the third floor. That's the nasty one. Floor.
But the supernatural energy he sensed in the building didn't remain there. It felt as if something had attached to him.
Anin?
Because after that trip, every time he tried to sleep, he was tormented by strange and inexplicable paranormal activity.
Only then? Like that, huh? This building, me? If you just do it like that, you can do that too. If you say now, why not? Well, I'm going to put in the uncles now. How will he move the oven without the wedge? Here you go. Yes, Bertia guys. Mumandi ka pa? Am I going to sink?
The more I used it, the worse it became. His room is huge and completely empty. There's nowhere for anyone to hide or pull off a trick. Once he realized he was truly alone, the activity intensified aggressively. Risco Kirchhoff. Exactly. At one moment, a cookie tin is intact. The next, the lid opens by itself. Whatever is haunting him clearly has an appetite. This poltergeist seems to be looking for snacks. Before you think about fishing line, look at the whole room. It's open with nothing to hide behind. There's no natural way to pull off a prank without being completely exposed. What's really going on here? Is he living with a hungry ghost, or is it something else? Thank you for watching the video up to this point. Only the brave make it this far. Leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more horror. Have some good nightmares.